Hello everyone. Today we have a person with multiple professions and multiple talents. He is doctor, he is actor, he is performer, he is singer. Apart from this, he has performed a great numbers of concerts worldwide. He is also known as Prince of traditional Garba. Oh my God, what is left now? We had none other than Parth Oza sir. I, Vishwa Mewada, with my friend Riya Nagpal from the Vyapar School, welcomes you sir.
Hi Vishwa, hi Riya.
Hello sir.
Hello.
सर शुरुआत से शुरू करते हैं.
Yes.
आपने अपनी जर्नी कैसे शुरू की?
ये क्वेश्चन बहुत ही बढ़िया है बिकॉज जर्नी की शुरुआत एक्चुअली ऐसा होता है बिकॉज यूर इन स्कूल आई कैन डेफिनेटली को रिलेट कि बहुत सारे छोटे छोटे इंस्टेंसेस होते हैं जिससे हमारा ड्रीम बिल्टअप होता है. सो वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ इनिशियल पॉइंट्स इन विच आवर जर्नी बिगिंस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I am blessed to be born in a family which is full of music. My grandmother was a very good singer. My father is a very great singer performer, so that was in my genes. But then, of course, as far as the learning process for music and art started at a very early age in my life. I think when I was in second grade, I started learning music, Indian classical music, and then. Of course, see why schooling makes a lot of difference in our lives because there are so many cultural openings in the school, in the journey. So that small steps in life, like you get a stage to speak, you get full of funky and funny audience, the kids shouting, and then you have to again speak and perform. So there are so many small instances from where you think that your journey initiates. And then once it starts, I do believe that your journey always initiates from learning because जो भी ये professional approach होता है वो तो बाद में आता है. That is a byproduct of whatever you have learnt. That is an implementation of whatever you have learnt. So ideally for me, as you said, that my journey began from my learning right from when I was a kid.
Sir, how are you active in so much field?
ये फील्ड्स एक्चुअली मेरे लिए आई थिंक एवरी फील्ड requires a lot of dedication and work. So when after my schooling I finished my medicine, that education and that process of learning and education required a lot of dedication. उसके बाद I started my music, I do acting also. So though the fields are multiple, but there has to be a method to every field because there firstly I would always want to say that कि कहीं पे भी कोई मर्सी की गुंजाइश नहीं होती. That why? Because I'm saying is that when you are multitasking in lot of fields at the same time, then there is always a privilege which people think that there is a privilege कि ये तो ये है पर ये भी अच्छा करता है. But that should not be the case because if I am doing music, if I am on stage as a singer, if I am behind the mic as a singer, then I have to give 100% as a singer. There has to be no mercy that I have studied medicine or I am an actor and yet he sings good. No. When I am in front of camera, then I have to be into that character thoroughly. For the audience, there is no mercy that ये गाता भी अच्छा है, इतना पढ़ा लिखा है ऐसा. Nobody cares. People will see you as that character. So I think whatever field or whatever task you take it up rather than field, you give your 100% honesty to that and just forget about what people are going to say. Just think what you will feel after doing that or before doing that or before taking up that if this is you and you are the judge of your own stuff, then definitely you will be honest towards marking your own grades. So you have to be very focused and whatever you are doing, whatever field you are in, you have to fully focus on that and switch on switch off method honi chahiye. That creates a lot of efforts to build that up and imbibe that in your life. But I think as you said that the journey is always interesting if you take up challenges.
Yes. Sir, जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि आप इतनी सारी फील्ड को फॉलो करते हो, so how did you take one as a profession?
So I think when you say that which profession you want to take it up, so I was very clear that of course art is one profession. Art is show business is one profession which I am currently in, which is music and acting and films and all. So that is a conscious decision which I made to take it up, along with what my education background and what my family background is, to take up that challenge, to take up a decision about one particular field is always confusing. I think when you confusing for people who has got multiple options, जिनके पास option नहीं है, I think I will always feel that they are blessed, क्योंकि उनको पता है कि यही करना है, इसके अलावा कोई option नहीं है हमारे पास. पर जिनके पास options है, तो उनके लिए for all those individuals it is very difficult what to pick it up. So then you have to make a choice and decision that in which field you will be thoroughly dedicated towards your own self and towards the process of learning, grasping, handling the good part, like handling the success as well as handling the failures, which is that particular field in which you can digest your existence easily without stress. So that is the thing which you pick it up, and that's what I keep on juggling and doing that.
How do you manage to extreme different field?
See, I think management, currently I'm much more focused in the show business, so into the field of singing. So initially when, post medicine, when I started working, I used to work as a clinician as well as I used to perform as a singer and probably act in between. So that was a time wherein I remember that I was posted as an intensivist in one of the ICUs, and I always felt that अगर 2 बजे कोई emergency आती है मेरे छूटने के वक्त, when I am supposed to leave, so I used to stay back till couple of hours more till that is solved, and that in that phase I got delayed in my singing time, which was the show in the evening. So ये चीज़ें was a little more confusing. So at one point of time in life you have to choose what priority you want to give to. You can make it a stepwise priority, that if this is the priority, if for example your field A is your priority, then you give more time to field A and you make sure that field B also is there, but there is no hindrance in between the fields.
सर, जब आप पहली बार परफॉर्म कर रहे थे तब आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा था?
So पहली बार I remember that I was in पहला recording जो मैंने किया था, that was one of the songs for my dad, and वो मैंने second grade में था तब मैंने किया था, और तब मुझे बहुत ही बेहतरीन तरीके से याद है that I was a kid और उस वक्त मुझे गुजराती पढ़ना नहीं, I have been studied in an English medium school, so उस वक्त I was learning to read Gujarati. I knew Gujarati like as in speech as well as in songs and all, पर वो बाकी था कि वो पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही थी, तो मतलब as in how to learn, how to see and imbibe. So I very well remember that in the recording studio, my dad, I wrote the entire song in English, and my dad was holding the paper like this in front of me, and I was singing behind the mic. I think that is the memory which I have for my song. Yeah.
आप सिंगर पहले बने या डॉक्टर?
मैं सिंगर तो बचपन से ही था, तो डेफिनेटली आई वाज एंड आई एम अ सिंगर राइट फ्रॉम माय बर्थ, एंड मेडिसिन एंड ऑफ कोर्स द एजुकेशन ऑलवेज कम्स लेटर इन योर लाइफ, बट या दैट इज व्हाट इट इज.
Sir, what do you enjoy most about all the professions?
See, I enjoy a lot of every profession has its own charm, because for example, if music is concerned, so music is itself a very much pleasurable act. So वो अपने आप में ही एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत चीज़ है. So अगर गाने सुनते हैं या गाने गाते हैं तो it is always fun. So in every profession I enjoy, but I like the challenges which comes my way every now and then. That is what I enjoy the most. If everything is same, I start getting bored. So there has to be new instances in life, you know, which spices you up and which keeps you up, you know, uptight, and I'm greedy for that, because that always helps in my learning process also, because I always believe that whatever field you are in, it's a lifelong learning process. So हर किसी फील्ड में ऐसे stagnant फील होता है ना, तब यार ये नहीं मजा आ रहा है अभी कुछ, we need some spice into it. So yeah.
How do you manage social expectations since you follow many professions?
So social expectations, yeah, that's a good question, because that is the biggest challenge in the life of all of our kids basically, because we are not just belonging to one family, we are a part of a society. सो मुझे इतना पता है कि जब मैं मेडिसिन कर रहा था और जब मैं गाने चाहता था और गाना जाता था, तो लॉट ऑफ पीपल यूज्ड टू से कि you should not do this, let him finish medicine and stuff. This is a very strange decision that you are taking, that after medicine you are singing. And then now when I meet the same people, they say बहुत सरस पर, you know, they're बहुत सरस. So my point is that society matters. You have to stay in the society. You have to fight the emotions and the expectations of people around, not just your family. But that is not a path or a negativity basically. It is वो क्या चीज़ है कि वो take it as a positive aspect कि लोग आपके बारे में इतने concerned हैं कि आपके लिए सोच रहे हैं. अगर वो सोच रहे हैं, then it is your duty to justify whatever you are in. Even if I am a doctor, I have to justify that the patients get healed. If I am a singer, then I have to justify that people get entertained with whatever I do. So that is very, very much important. So being in society and social expectations are necessary for our growth. That's what I believe.
Do you jam with your father? How do you feel?
Oh yes, very regularly we jam. And because there are a lot of compositions which he makes me learn, which I sing also. And in fact, he is much more regular as a practitioner of music than I am. He does his riyaz every day. और उनका regime और rituals बहुत strong है और बहुत, he is a hardcore follower. And I at times deviate because of the routine and stuff. So he always is very sweet that कभी कभार मैं बहुत time अगर मैंने गाना नहीं गाया, like I have not practiced on my tanpura, then he'll just put the tanpura and say that थोड़ू गा ही ले जाए आज. So that's knock knock. You have not sung for so many days, so you better come back to the routine riyaz. Yeah.
Sir, how was your experience while recording Papa No Dil No Dhapkaro?
Papa No Dil Dhapkaro. Oh, that was a very, very precious experience because I think I have been blessed to receive the platform as a musician from my dad, to receive the genes from him, and the process in which I am still striving. Dad has a huge support in that. So this was always meant to be. बहुत टाइम से हमें करना ही था ये, but then Father's Day was coming and we said that let's jam it up with some beautiful track which is for the father. Usually माँ के लिए बहुत गाने लिखे गए हैं, पापा के लिए बहुत कम है. बेचारे why do they suffer? I don't understand. But they are stern, but they still live for a family. So I think that was one of the things which I wanted to.
Who is your inspiration?
My inspiration is my father, outrightly, and my grandfather. And I always believe that whatever I have seen in them, the good deeds basically, they both are very good human beings. So मुझे besides the art and everything, the goodness is what I always strive for. And जितने हम humanitarian basis पे humble रह सके, modest रह सके, किसी की मदद कर सके, I think ये सब बातें बहुत लगती है cliche and all that over the board. But actually when you imbibe in your day-to-day life and in your behavior and persona, that gives you a huge relief from the stress and the negativity around. So that is what my inspiration is.
Sir, as you are lead singer, how was your Navratri?
I managed my Navratri, okay, if you ask me this year, so I traveled almost 210 hours in flight in 6 weeks across the globe. I went to US, I came back to India, I went to Canada, then I went to Australia, then went again back to US, came back to India, and then went again back to US and then back to India. So this was my journey for almost 2.5 months with almost more than 25 shows all around. So yes, that is a very good question and that made me realize that okay, ये सब हो गया है. I was worried कि ये कैसे होगा, पर ये हो गया है. I think what keeps me going is the spirit to make sure that your art is maintained and you enjoy the best part is that whenever I am on the stage, I enjoy singing, I enjoy performing, and I think that is what is reflected. See, it is very for the people outside, it is very fascinating to see an artist, कि यहाँ जाता है, वहाँ जाता है, ये shows, इनको ये सब इतने, they get a lot of privileges. We do get, but at the same time, the amount of efforts which we see that you have to be presentable at every point of time, because the world wants you to see like that. You have to be always smiling, irrespective of whatever you have slept or not. किसी को अंदर से you want to fight with somebody, even then you have to be good and calm, you know. So there are a lot of factors which affect, and of course the audience, the presence of the audience, traveling across the globe. You meet so many fans, you meet so many people who want to listen to your music. I think that keeps us going in the best way.
What is the essential quality that a person needs to be successful?
There is no essential quality, I think. Yeah, quality you can say, or you can say that honesty. Honesty towards your own self. तुम चोरी बाहर कितनी भी कर लो, but खुद के साथ अगर करोगे, तो you won't be successful in any field. Any field. You know that you are doing some kind of gafla outside, but then you know that you are honest at least to your own self. So you have to decide and manage the path in such a way that you are genuine towards your own efforts. And one more thing, that in this current scenario which I am observing, because we are such a swiping generation up, so the patience to dedicate yourself into any form, may it be art, may it be business, may it be education, giving years is not frustrating. You have to give years to prove yourself, to learn something, to be successful. So that patience is always troublesome, I can understand, but you have to give it, because when you look back, these years will be accountable, and then you will be feeling proud of yourself.
How you got idea to be in film industry?
So actually the thing is that when you do music पहले तो अभी तो फिलहाल singers and actors are separate. If you see it down the lane, तो जो गायक थे वो अभिनय भी करते थे, वो अभिनय करते थे, वो गाते भी थे. So I think it is one form of expression, whether singing or whether you act. So act is your body expression which you give, the facial expressions, and singing is what you give through your voice. So of course always music was in the family, but as I said that I love exploring new things in the field of art, and I was in fact fascinated to be in front of the camera right from the beginning. But then how? So luckily during this process and journey, films happened, ad films happened, and those things that came in front of me, I got an opportunity to work in the film, and I signed my first film called Hutu Tutu in 2015.
What kind of preparation you do before your program?
Before my program, there is no as such any preparation, because I keep on preparing myself every day. So if the program is 5 days later, then my process of preparation is always on. So right before the program, yes, I do believe certain things which we as singers follow, that we speak less so that your throat and effort is less involved in singing. Then best thing is like you need to be calm, you need to be focused on what you're doing, because that gives you all the more power. And basically I think once it becomes a routine for you, always before the show there are some butterflies going on in the stomach, so, and that is always a good sign. People say that you get stressed. No, there is no stress. It's a healthy performance phenomenon which is there, which keeps you aggravated and motivated and conscious also, because adrenaline rush is necessary. That will give you more consciousness towards what you are doing. If you are like in your own zone and pata nahi kya audience react kar raha hai, then you cannot connect yourself with the audience. So besides any prep, it is more about focusing on what I am going to do today and what best I am going to do today.
How is your concert experience, and how was your audience different?
So we have very different audiences actually. When concerts are concerned, then when I do my concert, like when I do my Hindi film concert, like Hindi songs, then the audience react in a very different manner, because I sing a lot of different emotional songs, or songs related to relationships and songs related to thump and movement, and I have a lot of meaningful items which I present from the stage as a singer. So Abhi, in fact, recently I had a concert here in Ahmedabad, and there was a whole bunch of young people like you, and I always felt that आपको तो इधर तो हम डिंचक music ही everybody loves it. So, but then I experimented that let me also sing some soft classic numbers in my way. In of course the presentation is now the current scenario, with a little bit of speaking and remembering the actual creators and all. And all the young kids were there, sticking on, loving me and loving the music. And I was shocked and happy to see that. I was proud to see that. So that was one experience. Navratri is altogether a different experience. Garba is global, and I think we practically perform Garba around the year now. It's not just Navratri. So everybody wants to rejoice in the form of Garba. But I have seen people crying. I have seen, because I like getting emotional because of the traditional music which we sing abroad also. I have seen small kids to old age people sitting and appreciating, giving me blessings with the audience. And I think it has been a fantastic journey so far, and I'm expecting a lot more out of it. So,
सर कुछ रैपिड फायर करे?
sure.
रियलिटी शो और डॉक्यूमेंट्री?
Documentaries.
नाइट आउल और अर्ली बर्ड?
Early bird.
वीकेंड और वीकडेज?
Weekdays, because weekends we usually perform. So we get time in the weekdays.
फेवरेट क्यूजिन?
Favorite cuisine, Mexican.
स्पोर्ट वॉचर और स्पोर्ट प्लेयर?
Watcher.
बुक्स, मूवी और वेब सीरीज?
I think right now it is more about web series.
विजुअल लर्नर और वर्बल लर्नर?
Both visual learner as well as verbal learner.
फेवरेट डेस्टिनेशन ऑफ योर परफॉर्मेंस?
Favorite destination of my performance, Ahmedabad, any day.
लेटेस्ट सॉन्ग विच यू सिंग ऑन लूप?
Which I sing on loop. Oh my god. एक तो मेरा ही गाना है जो मैं गाता रहता हूँ, because I sing it every day almost, and people ask me to sing. That is Jogni Jog by That is what I sing.
Which one is your favorite? Doctor, actor or singer?
I think there is no favoritism in that, but what I follow the most and I have been like is singing. So singer, yes.
Which is your favorite video posted by you?
Recently, I have a beautiful video posted by me from US that is like me, my dad, and my sister's daughter. She is like 7, 8, and we three are singing the same Garbo. All three generations together singing one Garbo. I think that is one of the most favorite video which I have posted.
Sir, I have one request. Could you sing a song for us?
So the song which usually has been going very well around, it's called Jogni Jogma. It is a dakla form which we sing. Hey mandiru ghad madi jagne jagad tara padkare ambar agaje. Hey chachar na choke ne gabbar na gokh jogmaya ne joganiyo nache. गरबा न दीवा माँ घेला रे भक्तों ने माड़ी न पगला पर खाया तरणी थी आब लगी जयकारा गूंजे लहराती रे ओढ़नी निछाया के जोगणी जोग माया के जोगणी जोग माया के जोगणी जोग माया ए जोग माया के जोगणी Hey Jogamaya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your precious time and valuable guidance.
Thank you, sir.